Most people spend $10,000 on a used car and end up paying another $3,000 in repairs before the year is out. The bills don't warn you, they just arrive. But smart buyers already know which machines were engineered to run forever, and Japanese manufacturers have quietly built some of the most indestructible vehicles ever sold. Today you're getting the full list, 15 cars under $10,000 that simply refuse to stop. Some will surprise you. A couple are still pulling daily duty past 300,000 miles. And wait until you hear what's sitting at number 1. It's the car that has outlasted everything, everywhere for decades. Let's get into it. Number 15, Nissan Note, 2013 to 2018. Cheap economy cars have a reputation as ticking time bombs, CVT transmissions that grenade at 80,000 miles, electrical gremlins that drain your wallet one warning light at a time. That fear is exactly why most buyers walk straight past the Nissan Note. They're looking at the wrong car. The 2013 to 2018 Note runs a 1.6-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder with zero turbocharged complexity. No fragile timing systems waiting to fail at 120,000 miles. Just honest, simple power that keeps moving. CarComplaints.com owner data shows the Note ranks among the lowest for major mechanical failures in its class. Real owners report years between anything beyond oil changes and tire rotations. Annual maintenance averages under $300, well below the US industry figure of $652. Fuel economy stretches past 35 miles per gallon highway, and the cabin is genuinely spacious for its footprint. You're not buying excitement, you're buying a repair bill that never comes. Number 14 sounds like the complete opposite of everything we just said. We have a car built for speed with a reputation that should genuinely worry you, but the truth underneath might shock you. Number 14, Nissan 350Z, 2003 to 2008. Here's the warning every mechanic will give you. Never buy a used sports car from a stranger. The 350Z is the poster child for that advice. Abused, redlined, raced, and resold by people who didn't change the oil. That reputation keeps prices low and scares off cautious buyers. But underneath the drama sits one of the most respected engines Nissan ever built, the VQ35DE, a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 producing 287 horsepower, was named to Ward's 10 Best Engines list for 12 consecutive years. The 2003 to 2008 models are the sweet spot under $10,000. The real risk isn't the engine, it's the ownership history. Pre-purchase inspection is non-negotiable. Check for oil consumption past 120,000 miles and any evidence of track abuse. Clear that inspection, and Consumer Reports data shows properly maintained examples develop no chronic powertrain failures, with owners on 350Z forums regularly documenting 180,000 plus miles without major engine work. Number 13 looks completely safe on paper. It isn't, not until you check one specific thing first. Number 13, Subaru Forester, 2009 to 2014. If you've spent 5 minutes researching Subarus, you already know the horror story. Blown head gaskets, coolant disappearing into the engine, a $2,500 repair bill nobody saw coming. That fear has scared off thousands of buyers from one of the most capable AWD platforms ever built. Here's what they're missing. It's not a death sentence, it's a known permanent fix. The EJ Series 2.5-liter flat 4 in second and third generation Foresters developed this well-documented pattern, but a receded head gasket replacement actually makes a used Forester more attractive because that expensive work is already done and paid for. The 2009 to 2014 symmetrical AWD models deliver IIHS, rated safety and go anywhere capability once that box is checked. Naziok forum owners regularly document 250,000 to 300,000 miles on sorted examples. Annual running costs settle around $600. Reasonable for genuine off-road capability. Number 12 trades AWD grunt for pure driving thrill. Oh, but there's a hidden recall buried in its history that you absolutely cannot skip. Number 12, Scion FRS/Subaru BRZ, 2013 to 2016. There's a recall hiding in early FRS and BRZ history that could quietly kill an engine, and most sellers won't mention it unless you ask directly. Certain 2013 and 2014 models shipped with a valve spring defect capable of causing engine issues at specific RPM ranges, and NHTSA issued a formal notice. The good news? The fix was free through dealers, and most affected cars were remedied years ago. Pull the VIN on the NHTSA database before you hand over $1. It takes 5 minutes. Clear that check, and what you're buying is one of the most mechanically honest sports cars ever built. The FA20 Flat 4 produces 200 horsepower from an engine that prioritizes integrity over big numbers. J.D. Power awarded early model years above average reliability scores in the sports car segment. Real owners consistently cross 150,000 miles with nothing beyond oil changes, brakes, and tires. Sports car thrills. Economy car running costs. Number 11 looks completely boring on the outside, which is exactly what makes it one of the smartest sleeper picks on this entire list. Number 11, Mazda 3, 2010 to 2016. Most buyers assume sporty and reliable can't coexist in the same car, that anything fun to drive is secretly fragile underneath. The Mazda 3 quietly breaks that assumption, and almost nobody notices because Mazda doesn't get the same reliability spotlight as Toyota or Honda. That blind spot is exactly where smart buyers find value. The 2010 to 2016 models with Skyactiv G 2.0 or 2.5-liter engines punch significantly above their price point in driving dynamics, interior quality, and powertrain durability. The Skyactiv platform runs an unusually high 13:1 compression ratio, naturally aspirated, no turbocharged complexity, extracting efficiency without fragility. J.D. Power ranked the Mazda 3 in the top tier for dependability in its segment multiple times across the 2000s. Owner surveys on True Delta reflect cars routinely reaching 200,000 miles without powertrain intervention, with annual repair costs averaging well under $400. No chronic transmission failures, no systemic engine issues, just clean ownership histories the market quietly rewards with strong resale values. Number 10 takes that same formula and adds a luxury badge. But don't assume that badge means bigger repair bills, because the truth flips that expectation completely. Number 10, Acura TSX, 2004 to 2011. Luxury cars are supposed to be expensive to keep. That's the unwritten rule everyone accepts before they even start shopping. The Acura TSX quietly breaks that rule, and the used market still hasn't fully priced that fact in, which is exactly the opportunity here. At its core sits Honda's K-Series 4-cylinder, the same engine family enthusiasts consider among the toughest naturally aspirated 4-cylinders ever mass-produced. In the TSX, it delivers 201 horsepower in a chassis that feels composed and planted in ways entry luxury competitors at twice the price struggle to match. The 2004 to 2011 models are the target window under $10,000. Consumer Reports rated the TSX above average for reliability across nearly every model year of its production run. Real owners on Acura forums document engines crossing 200,000 miles on original internals with nothing beyond consistent oil changes. Parts are priced like Honda parts, because most of them are. A luxury experience with economy car costs at the parts counter. Number 9 has been quietly proving itself for over 4 decades, and the data behind it is almost hard to believe. Number 9, Honda Accord, 2007 to 2012. Every used car shopper has heard the warning about high mileage automatics, the shudder, the slipping, the transmission that finally gives out right after you buy it. Certain Honda Accord V6 models from 2003 to 2007 actually earned that reputation, with documented torque converter shudder at high mileage. Here's the fix: choose the 4-cylinder automatic or a manual transmission example, and that entire concern disappears. What's left underneath is a documented track record spanning 4 decades. The 2007 to 2012 models are the sweet spot under $10,000, powered by Honda's proven 2.4-liter K 244 cylinder or the 3.0-liter J 30 V6, engines built with engineering tolerances designed for extraordinary longevity. Consumer Reports has ranked the Accord at or near the top of the midsize sedan category for reliability consistently across multiple decades. One verified forum contributor documented 387,000 miles on an original unrebuilt 2005 V6 Accord maintained with nothing more than fluid changes and scheduled wear items. Number 8 takes us into crossover territory, and the warning that scares buyers away from this one is almost entirely outdated. Before we keep going, and if this list is saving you from a costly mistake, hit that subscribe button right now. We cover the cars dealerships hope you never researched. Now back to the list. Number 8, Toyota RAV4, 2009 to 2014. Search Toyota RAV4 problems, and you'll find pages of complaints about oil dilution and engine reliability. Terrifying if you don't read the fine print. Almost every one of those complaints is about the 2017 and later turbocharged models. The 2009 to 2014 third generation RAV4 has nothing to do with that issue. The 2.5-liter 2AR-FE engine in these years is one of Toyota's most proven power plants, tested across millions of real-world miles before it ever reached the RAV4. NHTSA and IIHS both rate these years highly for crash safety, and JD Power has placed the RAV4 in the top tier of compact SUV dependability repeatedly. Owners regularly report crossing 200,000 miles without engine or transmission work. Annual maintenance averages $429, well below the industry benchmark. The AWD system is mechanically straightforward, avoiding the complex multi-clutch failures common in European competitors. One verified owner documented a 2007 RAV4 at 241,000 miles. All services on schedule, 0 major repairs. Number 7 carries almost the exact same reputation for being bulletproof, but it has one quietly inherited flaw you need to know about first. Number 7, Honda CR-V, 2007 to 2014. If you've read anything about CR-V oil dilution, you might be ready to cross this one off your list entirely. Don't. That issue belongs to the 2017 and later 1.5-liter turbocharged models, not the generation we're recommending. Stick to naturally aspirated examples from 2007 to 2014, and that concern becomes completely irrelevant. What you're left with is the mechanical pack mule of the compact crossover segment. Unpretentious, immensely practical, and carrying the same 2.4-liter K24 DNA that makes the Accord and Civic so difficult to kill. Consumer Reports has rated the CR-V above average for reliability in nearly every model year of its entire production run. Real owners on CR-V forums document 220,000, 250,000, and 280,000 mile examples still running on original drivetrains. Annual maintenance costs average $407, among the lowest in the compact crossover segment. Strong resale values at high mileage tell you exactly what the market thinks about long-term quality. Number 6 enters true legend territory, a car that doesn't just promise 300,000 miles, it consistently delivers them, and the story behind why is almost unbelievable. Number 6, Toyota Camry, 2007 to 2014. Buyers assume a car this common must be cutting corners somewhere. That mass production means compromised parts. The Toyota Camry spends every single mile proving that assumption dead wrong. The 2007 to 2014 models represent peak value under $10,000, with JD Power ranking these years among the most dependable midsize cars in America so consistently it has practically become a formality. Consumer Reports awards top long-term reliability marks across nearly 2 decades of Camry production. The 2.5-liter 2AR-FE 4-cylinder and 3.5-liter 2GR-FE V6 simply do not develop the chronic failure modes that hurt competing manufacturers at high mileage. Engineered with mechanical headroom that makes real-world stress feel like light duty. Real owners on Toyota Nation forums document Camrys reaching 300,000, 350,000, even 400,000 miles. One verified ownership report placed a 2002 Camry at 412,000 miles on its original engine, maintained with oil changes and nothing more. Annual ownership cost averaged $388, one of the cheapest sedans to operate in any segment. Number 5 is smaller and looks far less serious, but Honda quietly over-engineered it in ways that still stun mechanics decades later. Number 5, Honda Civic, 2009 to 2015. A car this affordable shouldn't also be this rewarding to drive and this difficult to kill. That combination breaks every rule of automotive economics. The Honda Civic breaks it anyway. The 2009 to 2015 models built around Honda's 1.8-liter R18 or 2.0-liter K20 are intentionally over-engineered for their output levels, keeping real-world stress dramatically below what these engines were designed to withstand, which is exactly exactly why they reach extreme mileage without drama. Consumer Reports has awarded the Civic top reliability scores more consistently than almost any vehicle in automotive history. Annual repair costs average just $368, among the absolute lowest for any vehicle in any segment. On Civic forums, 300,000-mile cars aren't celebrated as exceptions. They're treated as expected outcomes. One verified owner documented a 2008 Civic at 341,000 miles. Original engine, original transmission, no rebuilds ever. Number 4 flips the formula completely. A genuine sports car that hides one of the lowest ownership costs on this entire list, and most buyers never see it coming. Number 4, Mazda MX-5 Miata, 2006 to 2014. A used sports car under $10,000 is supposed to be a trap, abused by a previous owner, neglected, and one bad pothole away from a transmission rebuild. That's true for almost every sports car on the market except this one. The third generation NC Miata, 2006 to 2014, was never built to chase big power numbers. It was designed light, balanced, and naturally aspirated, using a 2.0-liter four-cylinder borrowed directly from Mazda's mainstream lineup. That engine choice is the entire point. Parts availability is excellent, mechanic familiarity is high, and the engineering is proven far beyond sports car applications. Consumer Reports rated the NC Miata above average for reliability across its entire production run. Annual repair costs average under $450, comparable to many economy hatchbacks. Real owners regularly cross 150,000 and 180,000 miles with minimal mechanical investment. One forum member provided documented service records showing a 2008 NC at 193,000 miles on its original drivetrain. Check the soft top and underbody for rust in northern states, and you're getting a sports car with commuter running costs. Number 3 strips everything back even further, and that's exactly what makes it nearly impossible to break. Number 3, Toyota Yaris/Vitz, 2007 to 2014. The Toyota Yaris proves the exact opposite. Strip all of that away, and what's left is minimalist engineering applied to transportation with one single goal: absolute reliability through deliberate simplicity. The 2007 to 2014 Yaris uses Toyota's 1NZ-FE or 1KR-FE four-cylinder engines. Compact, naturally aspirated, minimal electronic complexity, and a durability that borders on agricultural in the best sense. These engines are deployed across multiple Toyota products globally, with millions of operating hours confirming one consistent conclusion: they don't break. NHTSA powertrain complaint density for the Yaris ranks among the lowest for any vehicle in its segment. Real owners document these cars crossing 200,000 and 250,000 miles on oil changes alone. Annual maintenance averages $300, some of the lowest figures for any vehicle sold in America. The trade-off is honest. This is not an exciting car. Number 2 gives you that same bulletproof simplicity, and then hides a magic trick inside the cargo floor that nobody expects. Number 2, Honda Fit/Jazz, 2009 to 2014. Small, light cars have a reputation for feeling stressed at highway speed. Engines straining, transmissions working overtime just to keep up. The Honda Fit was engineered specifically to avoid that fate. Built around a 1.5-liter VTEC four-cylinder in an extraordinarily light chassis, the 2009 to 2014 models spent almost their entire operating lives well below mechanical stress thresholds. And that is exactly why they run forever. Consumer Reports awarded the Fit some of its highest subcompact reliability scores across multiple model years. Owner data places annual repair costs at $290, among the very lowest figures for any vehicle currently tracked in any segment. Real owners document Fits with 200,000, 250,000, and 270,000 original miles still running on factory drivetrains. One verified owner reported a 2009 Fit at 298,000 miles with no engine work in its entire life. Only 2 transmission fluid services. Honda's Magic Seat cargo system adds genuine versatility without adding mechanical complexity. We saved number 1 for last, not because the warning everyone gives about this car turns out to be the biggest myth on the entire list. Number 1, Toyota Corolla, 2009 to 2016. People say the Corolla is boring. That's the warning every car enthusiast repeats before buying something flashier, and something that breaks down 2 years later. The Corolla doesn't care what anyone thinks of it. It just keeps running. Over 50 million sold across more than 150 countries. The best-selling car in the history of the automobile. That number wasn't built on marketing. It was built on engines that will not stop running. The 2009 to 2016 models powered by the 2ZR-FE 4-cylinder represent the peak reliability per dollar equation in the used market today. J.D. Power has ranked the Corolla at or near the top of the compact sedan dependability study so consistently it has become less of an achievement and more of a baseline expectation. Consumer Reports lists it among its most recommended vehicles with above-average reliability across virtually every recorded model year. Annual ownership cost averaged $362, among the absolute lowest for any sedan in any segment anywhere. On Toyota Nation forums, 300,000-mile Corollas are ordinary conversation. One verified single-owner vehicle, a 2002 Corolla driven daily for 22 years, was documented at 472,000 original miles with no engine rebuild. Ever. One car, one driver. 22 years, nearly 500,000 miles. That engineering is available to you right now under $10,000. You don't have to wonder if the Toyota Corolla will last. The only real question is how far you're willing to drive it. 15 Japanese cars under $10,000, all engineered to outlast every repair bill and every moment of doubt that comes with buying used. At the top sits the Corolla, proving what reliability actually means. Every car on this list shares that same DNA, built to run, built to last, and built to protect your wallet from the costs that break most used car ownership stories wide open. Drop a comment below. If you had $10,000 in your hand today, which of these 15 would you choose, and why? We read every single one. Hit subscribe while you're down there. The next video covers the Japanese cars that look reliable on paper but absolutely aren't. You'll want to see that before your next purchase.